Jose Monkey, where am I?
You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Hope I finally found you. Guys, I have been working on this video for a very long time. And I don't mean that it's been on my list for a very long time. I mean, it has. It's been on my list for a few months, but I have been actively looking for this one for a while. And when I woke up this morning, I told myself that if I did not find it today, I was going to give up and put it in the next failure compilation. And by the way, if you're new here, yes, I do fail on these sometimes. I will occasionally put together a compilation of videos that I tried to find and failed to do so. You can find all of those on my Geospecials playlist. Okay, but this is not a fail video, so spoiler, I found it. But guys, it was really hard, and I feel like I was really close to giving up. Okay, I'm just going to show you the whole video. Check it out.
Jose Monkey, where am I? I'll give you a couple of hints, but I'm trying not to give you too much. Sorry about the wind, but hey, oh, was that a hint? Or is it not? Where am I, Jose Monkey?
So what can we see? Not very much. This person is standing on the side of the road. We can see that they're very close to an overpass here. But honestly, it's really dark and you can't really see very much. We can see some unreadable signs here, including this one that's fairly close to the camera and these other road signs that are a little bit farther away. We get a glimpse of this building here, which I thought might be like a hotel or something. And just after that, a truck goes by and we can kinda, sorta, but not really see the logo on the side of it. I noticed two other things. First, it looks as if there's another road to the right of this road, which seems to me like that means it's a road that's running parallel to this highway. That seemed to suggest that it was a frontage road. That is just a name for the kind of road that you see that runs parallel to a larger highway. I'll come back to that. The only other thing I noticed was that we could see what looks like a concrete embankment here that's kind of a dark color, maybe brown. And that's about it, guys. Okay, so I spent a whole bunch of time trying to figure out what the logo on that truck was. I watched that part of the video back and forth a bunch of times, pausing and zooming, but I just could not figure it out. The best I could figure is that maybe what I was seeing on the side of the truck was a Supreme logo, but even if that was right, I don't think that was going to help me find this place, so I gave up on that approach. And honestly, it was at this point that I first considered giving up on this video. Because I went back and looked at it, and there really aren't any other clues in the video. Eventually, I started to wonder if the fact that we have a frontage road here is at all significant. I know from the many videos I've done in the last year that Texas seems to have a lot of frontage roads. But guys, that was kind of anecdotal. I didn't know if Texas really had more than other states. So I looked into it, and I discovered that even though frontage roads are found in various places around the country, Texas actually has more frontage roads than any other state by far. They have something like 6,500 miles of frontage roads. That's like 10,500 kilometers. In fact, the section of that Wikipedia page that talks about frontage roads in Texas is like 3 times longer than the sections for the other states. So I figured maybe my hunch was right. But Texas is a big place. The Wikipedia article also mentioned that Houston specifically has a lot of frontage roads. Over 80% of Houston freeways have service roads like this. Locally, they're referred to as feeders. So without anything else to go on, I thought maybe Houston, Texas was a possibility. But guys, I looked all over Houston trying to find this. And after a while, I got kind of discouraged and I had to take a break from this one. When I came back to it a few days later, I decided that maybe I had too quickly honed in on Texas generally and Houston specifically. So I decided to look in some other places that had a lot of frontage roads. I spent some time looking at the Detroit area of Michigan, where they have lots of roads like this, which they call service drives there. But I didn't have a lot to go on, and I just spent a lot of time just aimlessly looking at different highways in Michigan, just hoping to find something that looked right, and I did not. So today, when I thought I'd give this one more shot, I went to look at Houston once again. When I did, I decided to start looking at Interstate 10, just because that's a road that's appeared in some of my other videos. And at first I wasn't finding anything useful, but then at one point I noticed a spot where I saw embankments just like what I saw in the video. That was encouraging because it was literally the first sign I had that I might be in the right area. So based on that, I just kept looking at I-10, focusing on all the spots where I saw embankments like that. Once I found that first embankment, I was able to look at the satellite view so I knew what it would look like from above, which made it easier to scan for them. And I spent a long time doing that and looking at sections of road that I swear I'd looked at before. I followed Interstate 10 west until it hit Interstate 69, so I decided to look at that one for a bit. And not long after I did, I spotted this stretch of road where I could see an embankment on the northwest side. And when I dropped down to Google Street View to take a look, I saw this. I was pretty sure that that was the building in the video. And it was. You were standing on the side of South Freeway, near the Ellie Lofts condominium complex in Houston, Texas. I almost could not believe that I had found the right place, but I checked multiple different views from the Google Street View images to make sure it was right. Like I said, that building was a condominium complex called Ellie Lofts. I actually got a photo from the overpass above where you were standing to get a better look at those signs. Road signs seemed to match what we saw in the video, and we also had this other sign advising drivers not to text or talk while driving. And I got this photo facing southeast where you can see the trees that appear to be the same trees from the video. Okay, it's time to check which previous location was closest to this one. And in this case, it was Season 1, Episode 218, which was also in Houston. That is a very silly video. It also happens to be extremely close to this location. It's only 0.7 miles, or just a bit over a kilometer away from this spot. Okay guys, sorry for the really, really long explanation on this one, but I thought you'd like to hear the whole thought process, including the places where it went off the rails. As you may have noticed when it flashed on the screen earlier, this took me over 6 hours to find. Honestly, I'm not sure exactly how long it took. That's my best guess. But if you told me it actually took me something like 10 hours to find it, I wouldn't be surprised. It was a tough one. Guys, please like and share, and if anybody else wants me to find them, record a video where you say, "Find me, Jose Monkey," or something like that, on camera, or hold up a sign that says something similar. And don't forget to tag me in a comment on that video.